You were born a man and you will die a man. That's the point I'm making. So give us a sample. I'll send my doctors to take your blood. Figure it out real quick. However you want to go about this. Hey, how about just giving us some pictures again of you growing up?
It's exciting that Candace Owens being sued by Brigitte Macron, but not as exciting as seeing me do stand-up August 3rd in Oxnard, California, or in Rutherford, New Jersey, or Manhattan at the Village Underground. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. NBC reports that French President Macron and his wife filed a defamation lawsuit in the United States against right-wing influencer Candace Owens, centered on her claim that France's First Lady is male. Why wouldn't you call her a YouTube news person? Because she gets way bigger ratings than NBC News does.
Yes.
Anytime she goes on, she has 1 million people watching. I'm going to bet that's way more than any news show on MSNBC. What's that?
Do you have jokes from it?
Yeah.
Oh. By the way, didn't she just win wasn't a lawsuit? Didn't she win a bet with Piers Morgan?
With Piers, well, what I'm saying is maybe she can collect that debt from Piers Morgan. He bet her $100,000. That Brigitte. That's right. And I mean, maybe I don't know where she's going to collect it at. Maybe the next WEF blood orgy or whatever. But no rush.
Hand over that dong money.
Yeah. So I don't know. Hey, Candace. Where do you get the balls to claim that Brigitte Macron has a pair of balls? That's my question.
Yeah.
Can a woman have a cartoonishly exaggerated clitoris and testicles? I mean, come on.
Not in Candace country.
Who are you to say that means she's a man? I mean, most cultures don't believe a drag wig is enough to take that leap. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But here we are. So that's what's happening. And here's the Macron said in a lawsuit filed in Delaware Supreme Court that Owens has waged a lie-filled campaign of global humiliation. That's very powerful for a YouTuber to be able to globally humiliate the leader of France.
By the way, fuck France. What do you mean humiliation? I thought they were into that. That's how they come.
I thought, me too. That's what I thought.
Got put a butt plug in the town square of Paris. Remember that? So they call it campaign of global humiliation and relentless bullying. Relentless bullying. So they're going to try and pull some relentless bullying to promote her podcast and expand her frenzied fan base. Listen to all these words they're using.
They got cock fever.
The Macron said the lies included that Brigitte Macron, 72, was born under the name Jean-Michel Trogneau, or John Michel Trogneau, and that's the actual name of her older brother. That's what the Macrons claim.
Every time is she feeling Trignode?
Every time
Trignode alert.
Every time the Macrons leave their home, they do so knowing that countless people have heard and many believe these vile fabrications. It is just invasive, dehumanizing, and deeply unjust. Well, I think if you're a public figure, you got to take it. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
I just watch you do coke and get your face mushed by your dude wife, dude.
To prevail in the United States, defamation cases, public figures like Macron's and Trump must show defendants engaged in actual malice. What that means is they knew what they published was false or had reckless disregard for the truth. So they are not going to be able to do that, because it is obvious that Candace Owens firmly believes what she's saying. And two journalists who just got sued by the Macrons, the French court agreed with the people, saying they didn't think they believed what they were saying. And believe me, Candace Owens, so if you believe what you're saying, it's not actual malice.
Is it going to be some rigged judge or something? Because I honestly have no idea. What court are they suing in?
In some court in Delaware Superior Court.
Oh, Delaware, which has more corporations than human beings.
That's right. So there's a reason why they picked Delaware. Yeah. Believe me. So they got I bet they got a judge paid off.
Oh, I'm sure they have that. Those two creeps. Delaware has some bad people in it.
Yeah.
It's an international hub for a lot of bad stuff.
A lot.
What president's from there?
That's why all the credit cards are there, right? All the credit cards.
Oh, yeah. That's one thing, sure.
Yeah. So here's what, and you want to hear what Candace says? Here's Candace's response to this lawsuit. Are you ready? Here it comes.
You were born a man and you will die a man. That's the point I'm making. So give us a sample. I'll send my doctors to take your blood. Figure it out real quick, however you want to go about this. Hey, how about just giving us some pictures again of you growing up, raising your children? That would be fine. For whatever reason, to phone, by the way, like I said, we'll get to the bottom of it. Right? That is what Discovery is for. I'm going to ask a lot of questions. You're probably hoping, this will go away and at least we'll say we sued her. We'll say we went after her. She'll probably file for this to get dismissed. I'd like to make it to Discovery. I think that we owe that to the world. Anyways, you guys, we are revolting against this. We're revolting against the perverts that run the world. And I want to be very clear here. I count you among them. I think you're sick. I think you're disgusting. And I am fully prepared to take on this battle on behalf of the entire world. Okay? That's what I'm going to say. On behalf of the entire world, I will see you in court.
So that's pretty powerful. She's not backing down whatsoever. She's full throttle because there is no way they're going to win this lawsuit if it's a fair trial, unless they have the judge threatened by the Mossad, or if they have them paid off, or something's happening. There's a reason why they filed it in Delaware, and as Kurt points out, very corrupt. And so that's what she has to say. If you want to hear it again.
You were born a man and you will die a man.
She is not backing down. And it's just amazing for the most powerful people in France, which means they are maybe the most powerful people in Europe, claiming that a YouTuber could bully them. They could be bullied by a YouTuber. They're bullied.
Yeah.
So,
but
it's still no scandal that Brigitte Macron,
that's the real scandal.
Went out with him when he was 15. I bet you it was even younger. There's a 25-year difference. Sure. Say it again, Kurt.
Okay, so 15 is what Candace found from all the old things. They kept raising the year when they'd bring it up, like 16, 17, to make it not as bad. Trying to get up to a Seinfeld in that chick age.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people saying this. She's cooked, absolutely cooked. They're saying that Candace is cooked because the Macrons are suing her. They're saying she's cooked. How cooked? Is she Biden's brain cooked? Or is she Democratic Party cooked? She's not Ukraine cooked, right? Because that's way too cooked. Am I right?
It can't be that bad. Ukraine bad, can it?
Apparently I follow this person, Sean Faresh. So I don't know. Why won't Candace
bot?
I think this Twitter person is right. Why won't Candace stop bullying this perfectly normal biological woman who groomed a 15-year-old student when she was his teacher in her mid-40s? I mean, and now they rule France together. Have you no decency, Candace?
I don't, why are you tearing down their beautiful love stories with wiener tails? With tall dong tails.
So Tom Clare, who's representing the Macrons, announced the lawsuit in a release on Wednesday. The Macrons filed their 218-page lawsuit. The lawsuit calls Owens' various claims outlandish, defamatory, far-fetched fictions, and they say he had caused relentless. But Owens, a popular right-wing podcaster, had posted to X in 2024, after looking into this, I would stake my entire professional reputation on the fact that Brigitte Macron is in fact a man. And now I'm just going to guess that people who are, because there's a lot of people saying this isn't just Sean. So this is common. Like I think it might even been trending. She's cooked. A lot of people using that exact same verbiage, which is kind of interesting, isn't it, Kurt? That they would use the exact. A lot of people say
he must have an RFK brain worm. Remember when they said he must have a worm in his brain, RFK, and we all said it together because we all say the thing together. You're cooked. Your brain worm must be cooked.
So a lot of people are saying that, not just our friend Sean, who I follow apparently. So there's another person, Robert Barnes, another guy I follow, Robert Barnes. He also says, Owens, Queen Candace is cooked. They're all saying cooked.
Why would she be cooked?
So and then because this person here Bugman Hegel, who I don't follow, says Candace is so screwed. It's a solid complaint.
It is not a solid complaint.
It is not a solid complaint, and she is not cooked. Just because
fuck is Robert Barnes talking about? Isn't he a lawyer that knows something about law?
Robert Barnes is a good lawyer, as far as I can tell.
So why would she be cooked about? I mean,
because they have to prove this. So they have to prove this. They have to prove that Candace Owens knew that it was false when she said it. She truly believes it. That's why those other two people that the Macrons just sued, the French court sided with the people that the Macrons were suing. So Macrons lost that lawsuit. They sided with those two people because the judge said that those two people who said she was a man really believed it. You can't tell me there's not a chance in hell that Candace Owens doesn't believe. And if you see, and I'm guessing maybe these people, Sean and Robert, maybe they haven't seen her series. I have seen her series. It's super compelling, And so here's so they link to this page. This page is nothing. I'll read it to you. It says, in March, Candace Owens, a right-wing pocket, told the world she would stake her entire professional reputation on the fact that Brigitte Macron, the First Lady of France, is in fact a man. Since then, Owens has used this false statement to promote her independent platform, gain notoriety, and make money. Owens disregarded all credible evidence disproving her claim in favor of platforming known conspiracy theorists and proven defamers. And rather than engage with President and Mrs. Macron's attempts to set the record straight, Owens mocked them and used them as additional fodder for her frenzied fan base. So this is what they're linking when they say she's cooked. They link to this. So they didn't link to the part for whatever reason they didn't tweet out the part that shows she's cooked, because there's nothing in that shows she's cooked whatsoever. In fact,
this some Zionist bullshit from Robert Barnes? Is that what that is? Ask Fry. Viva Fry knows him. I want to know why in the hell Robert Barnes would say something that's stupid. I even know that law from having to go through shit with that. Yeah. And it's very hard to prove. Okay?
They're not going to be able to prove it. If she gets a jury, they're not going to be able to prove it. So Ian Carroll says, everyone saying Candace is cooked, the Macrons are going to break up Candace, clearly don't know the state of play, the story, or the evidence. They couldn't pin two relatively small French journalists on their home turf for defamation. Candace went into this story with her lawyer pre-gaming. Pre-gaming? Is that what he says? Pre-gaming. That's what he says. Pre-gaming. Yeah. She was taught by Xavier Poussard what the first family would do. This is the greatest gift they could have given to her, and she knows it. There is growing non-zero chance that Candace Owens will topple the Macron government.
Oh, I hope that's what it is, because I love the Piers Morgan bet. Does Robert Barnes not know the Piers Morgan bet?
I don't know. Maybe it is some kind of Zionist thing. Who knows?
It's some Israel bullshit. Because why would you make a call that stupid if you're a qualified lawyer?
I don't know. Maybe he knows something we don't know. But what they tweeted out isn't anything.
Yeah, so we'll tweet that part out then.
I would know. Why don't you tweet out the part? Here's the part. So this is what I like. Mike, Vegas Mike. Hey, Vegas Mike. Macron's parents had to transfer him out of the school because of the relationship between 14-year-old Macron and his 39-year-old teacher, Brigitte. They literally put this in the lawsuit. You want to hear what they put in the lawsuit? This is real.
By the way, she was mid-40s, not 39. That's a lie.
Yeah, no kidding.
She was older than 39?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Her age changes all the time in these
psychopath
articles.
Is making herself younger in the complaint that they should have been putting this part in.
So here it is.
What is Robert Barnes talking about?
It says, through the school's theater program, President Macron and Mrs. Macron formed a deeper intellectual connection. Connection with a 15-year-old boy.
Wait, 14? It says 14.
During a school production of Jacques and His Master, President Macron played the lead role under Miss Macron's direction. He later undertook an ambitious rewrite of another play, The Art of Comedy, to create roles for more students. Mrs. Macron agreed to guide him.
Okay, you know what? I have to stop right there and have to say, in this legal document, at that point, she wasn't Mrs. Macron.
No, she wasn't.
Why aren't they using her real name at that point?
Right? Yeah. So
is this a gay porn?
And it says Mrs. Macron agreed to guide him, and the two began meeting regularly to collaborate on the project. At all times, the teacher-student relationship between Mrs. Macron and President Macron remained within the bounds of the law.
Okay.
But when President Macron's parents became aware of his strong feelings for his teacher, it was his feelings, not her feelings towards him, they decided to transfer him to Lycée Henry IV in Paris. Mrs. Macron encouraged him to leave.
Oh, she's so
and
good.
was confident he would fall in love with a peer. Yet before his departure, he told her, "Whatever you do, I will marry you." President Macron completed...
The teenager is saying this to a grown-up.
14-year-old?
So they put this in their complaint that this happened.
Such a beautiful love story.
Oh, cooked. Candace is cooked. How does a dick in any way make that story worse? It's so disgusting right now. I guess it makes it one dick worse. Yeah, I measure stories in dicks. This with the no dick, it's about one dick less as bad a story.
Here's my favorite right at the end, and it says, in 2008, President Macron joined Rothschilds. Ha ha ha! That's the Rothschild banks, right?
The Space Laser Company?
That's the banking, right? Isn't that right? And C Bank as an investment banker, where he achieved notable success with the Rothschilds. Oh,
hey. Did Brigitte get her dick removed with a Jewish space laser?
So they need their own theme song lyrics, I think. Guy with a tie and a chick with a dick. She's 30 years older. It makes Candace sick. Something like that.
Well, that's a great Billy Joel tune.
That's
Scenes from a French restaurant.
Yes, scenes from a French restaurant.
Yeah. I don't remember how the song goes, but that's a
Chernovich has something funny. You know, he says, lawyer enters the courtroom. Lawyer says, Your Honor, Candace Owens has besmirched the reputation of my client. The judge says, state your case. Lawyer, Ms. Owens said it's inappropriate for a 39-year-old to have a relationship with a 15-year-old. Judge spits out coffee.
By the way, again, 14 years old. That's what the Macrons are claiming. I said 15. The misinformation, which was pretty bad, their lawsuit says 14. That's insane.
So what
and also, she was like 45 or some shit.
What's next? They're going to be telling you that it's inappropriate to walk down the beach with a full erection and a cocktail umbrella sticking out of the end of it? What? I mean, unless you're Klaus Schwab, then it's okay because it's your beach.
Oh, I guess you're funny about giant butt plugs in the center of Paris for Christmas.
So, oh, here, and there's more here. So here's the, so that's the story. So, and that's the funny part. But so here's an interest. So that's, my prediction, Candace Owens will win this lawsuit. This will be a boon to her career. And hopefully I'll catch a little bit of it. All right, be honest. Have you noticed yourself moving slower, avoiding stairs, feeling stiff in the morning? Not that kind of stiff. If so, pay attention. The truth is, mobility doesn't just vanish overnight. It's a slow decline. And before you know it, you're the guy making weird noises every time you get off the couch. But by the time you pay those grunts enough attention, it can feel too late, but it doesn't have to be. That's where Juvent comes in. This isn't some gimmick or magic pill. It's a clinically proven device that uses safe, low-impact micro vibrations to strengthen your bones, improve your circulation, and keep your joints working the way they're supposed to. Notice I said micro vibrations. This is nothing like those other shake plates on the market, which, by the way, can be extremely dangerous. I stand by my Juvent for just 20 minutes a day, and it's made a noticeable difference in how I feel. It's like giving your body a tune-up before it completely breaks down. Athletes, doctors, even NASA is using this thing, and if it's good enough for astronauts, it's good enough for a comedian. With a 10-year limited warranty, financing options, and the ability to use FSA funds, it's never been easier. So don't wait until your knees sound like a bowl of Rice Krispies. Get a Juvent today. Go to juvent.com/store and start moving like you're supposed to. That's JUVENT.com/door. Code DORE for $300 off at checkout. Your joints will thank you. Trust me. Come see us in Oxnard, California, Rutherford, New Jersey, Manhattan, New York, Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, Appleton, Wisconsin, Rosemont, and Chicago, Illinois. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.